Hello everybody, my name is Abby. Welcome to Abby in the Reads. Today we are going to be doing the mid-year book tag. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know if I should be doing the mid-year book tag this year. It's the 6th month of the year and I have only read, drumroll please, I have only read 11 books. Oh my gosh, I've only read 11 books. I read more than by this time last year, I'm pretty sure I read more than my reading goal, which was 50 books. And this year, I've only read 11. I cannot believe it. But we're going to do it anyways. We're going to participate in the tag, and we're going to hope that the end of the year is much better than the beginning of the year. Which, if things keep going the way that they're going, I think they will be. So, let's get to it. The first prompt is best book of 2026. What is the best book I have read so far in 2026? And this has to be hands down Daggermouth. I love Daggermouth so much. I was so excited when I was reading it. I wasn't like super excited to start reading it, but whenever I was reading it, you can ask my husband, I was gasping for air. I was like, what? I was like, what is going on in this book? And I cannot believe it ended on that cliffhanger. So far, and I think that it may be my first 5-star read of the year. I think it was, but I really liked Daggermouth. The next tag is the worst book that you have read in 2026, and this one was hard because originally, I didn't have this on my list of books that I have read in 2026, and that's just because I DNF'd it, and I don't usually put books that I DNF on my TBR, or not on my TBR, on my Goodreads list. And I hadn't like really officially decided to DNF it until recently, but that is Wrath of the Damned. Wrath of the Damned is the sequel to Nectar of the Wicked. I read Nectar of the Wicked, I believe it was 2024, and I read it I listened to it on a road trip on the way home. Literally, it ended, I was listening to it on like Spotify, and I got my 16 hours or whatever it is that they give you, and it ended, and I wasn't able to finish the rest of it, and then I finished it at home after that road trip. And then I wanted to read the sequel this year, and the reading taste just did not align anymore, I just don't think, and I just couldn't finish it. It just did not keep my attention the way that Nectar of the Wicked used to, so I am going to say the worst book of 2026 is Wrath of the Damned. I hate saying that, but it was just a DNF, and it is just a book that I don't think I'm going to finish. The next tag, I actually don't have an answer for, which is the downside to only have read 11 books this year. Can I really call myself a booktuber if I've only read 11 books? We're gonna say yes, but that's an iffy question. But it is the best sequel of 2026. I have not read any sequels in 2026. I need to get on that. I literally just did a video of all of the books on my all the book series I'm in the middle of. You'll be seeing that soon, and there are a lot, so I need to get on that list. So that will be changing by the end of the year. All right, now I'm getting into some questions that I can actually answer. New release you want to read. The couple that I put down are Rites of Starling, because I really love Shield of Sparrows. I gave that one, read it last year, I gave it 5 stars, I believe. And Starside, I'm so excited for Starside. I read Lightlark. I really liked Lightlark when I read it. I've not finished it. I don't think I am going to finish the Lightlark series, but I am excited because Starside is her adult debut, and I've heard nothing but good things about Starside, and I'm so excited to read it. Alright, the next one is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year. This has got to be hands down, even though we know nothing about it yet, it's got to be hands down the new ACOTAR book. I think it comes out in like September, October, November, the burn months. I'm not really sure, but I am so excited about that book. I cannot express to you in words how excited I am to read that book. I love the ACOTAR series. I love Sarah J. Maas. I am gonna words. This will be the year of Sarah J. Maas. Not only am I going to read the new ACOTAR book, I am going to finish the Crescent City series. Goodness gracious. And I'm going to read Throne of Glass all this year. Those are my 3 goals, the big goals for this year. I'm in the middle of the last book of Crescent series, The House of Flame and Shadow. It's just hard for me to get the ball rolling with that book. We'll touch more on that in another YouTube video, but I am in the middle of that book, and I am up to Queen of Shadows on Throne of Glass. That is my big goal for this year, is to finish all those Sarah J. Maas, the Sarah J. Maas universe. So I'm so excited to be doing that this year. Since I have read only 11 books this year, we are going to have a couple of repeats. Actually, probably just one, but the biggest surprise of this year for me was Daggermouth. I really was not anticipating liking that one as much as I did. I thought I was going to like it, or else I wouldn't have read it, but I did not anticipate it being a 5-star. I heard it was good, but it was like jaw-dropping good for me. I really enjoyed it that much. Favorite new author, Emily Henry. I have never read an Emily Henry book until this year, and the only reason I read an Emily Henry book was because I really wanted to watch People We Meet on Vacation. That came out at the beginning of the year, and I read that book at the beginning of the year, but it just made me so happy. I really just enjoyed listening to it, and it was a silly, goofy, kick my feet kind of time, and I really just enjoyed it so much. And I enjoyed her writing. Speaking of Emily Henry and having a silly, goofy time, the next question is book that made you happy. People We Meet on Vacation. I really enjoyed that book. I don't really have much more to say about it. I was so happy to read it. I was so happy to watch the movie. And I was kicking my feet the entire time. The next prompt is most beautiful book you've bought this year. I have not bought a lot of books this year, but one that I was super excited for and I think is really beautiful, not only for the cover but also the inside, is Throne of Nightmares. Throne of Secrets is the other book in this series. Throne of Nightmares. Look at how pretty this is. It is beautiful. I love these books. I love this inside. Look at that library. I mean, it's purple. It's beautiful. I really don't have much more to say about that, but this is the most beautiful book I've bought so far this year. We are going to start Sunday book shopping vlogs again. We're going to keep doing that, but Throne of Nightmares is the most beautiful book I've bought this year. And last but certainly not least, the last prompt on this list is what books do you need to read by the end of the year? We're going to start with Alchemized. I've made it about halfway through Alchemized, and I need to finish this book. I don't know why I continue to not be able to finish this book. I don't know if it's just because it's heavy, and I tend to have a little bit of trouble with a heavy book, or that it reads a little bit more towards the, I don't know if this makes sense, scholarly tone of it, but I want to read this book. I need to read and finish this book. I want to be devastated by this book, like everybody else. I need to read Alchemized. I need to read it. Another one I need to read with every fiber of my being, and like I said earlier, House of Flame and Shadow. We're going to finish the Sarah J. Maas. We're not going to get back into that, but House of Flame and Shadow is the next one. Night and the Moth. I need to read that because Knave and the Moth Naven something. The second book to Night in the Moth is coming out this year. I read the Shepherd King duology, which is, I can't remember the names of it, but the Shepherd King duology, I read that book by this author and I really, really enjoyed it. And I just know that I'm going to enjoy The Night in the Moth too, but I just haven't started it yet. And I'm going to want to read the second book when it comes out, so I need to start that. As well as this next one, When the Moon Hatched. I'm a little bit afraid of this book. I'm not going to lie. I'm just a little bit terrified because when the writing is too lyrical, it's hard for my brain to comprehend it. I don't know. Some people love that really lyrical writing, but I've kind of heard that from some people that this writing is kind of lyrical, and I just am a little bit afraid of that. But everybody loves this book so much, and they love the next book, the book that just came out, the sequel to the When the Moon Hatched. And I am excited. I want to be a part of the group. I want to be a part of the group that loves these books, and I can't do that until I start reading them. So that's it. Alright, I'm going to put all of these prompts in the description below. If you want to do the mid-year book tag as well, I would love to watch I love watching all these videos. I've watched so many so far. I cannot believe that this year is halfway over. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. If you think that it's okay that I did this tag with only 11 books, leave a comment. Reading 11 books this year, leave a comment down below. If you think that I needed to have read more, leave a comment down below. But also, it was good seeing you. Have a good day. Bye.